teaching PE while playing Fortnite or whatever it's called. I just call it PE while Fortnite. Anyways, so episode 1 we talked about what PE is. 2, how PE from spy companies. 3, what was it? Yeah, how companies are valued. 4, we talked about value creation methods. So now in episode 5, I want to do things a bit more technical. In the sense of, okay, so one of the biggest misconceptions of, wait, hold up. Wait, where should I land? Hold up. Wait, what? Where's my weekly? Yeah. Collect weapons from hide specialist. I might do that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go right here, so I can like finish this route. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Oh no. Yeah. I might go right over here. Yeah. So, one of the biggest misconceptions in PE is that firms like mega fund firms like I don't know, Blackstone, KKR, Apollo, right? They just have hundreds of billions of dollars sitting in the bank just for like waiting for that money to buy companies. But the thing is, that's not actually how it works. Um, I want to like get you guys in the mindset of how it works. So, okay, imagine you want to like start your own PE firm, right? Look, you gotta play here, bro. Bro, what? Pick it up. And you find like so you have your own PE firm, and you have like a really you have a really good business that you want to buy. You find a ranged weapon. Oh wait. Nah, nothing's there. Okay. But then the only problem for that is you don't have a lot of money in the bank. You only have, I don't know, let's say 20K in the bank account, right, for you? Okay. Wait, hold up. Okay. Hit an opponent within 15 minutes of a shotgun. Okay. These guys are washed, bro. Completely washed. Oh, that's good. I want to take that. Bro, what? No way. Oh, this is a fake. Okay. Yeah. So let's take a quick example, right? Imagine you're starting a pizza restaurant, and then the thing is you have experience working in other pizza places, but you don't have the capital for actually opening it up. And your friends have the money to open it up. So essentially, you managed the restaurant, and they provided the capital. And essentially, after that, everyone shares the profit. Or everyone shares whatever's remaining, whatever distribution that you want to have. That's essentially what's called, so what's something called GP and LP relation. Wait, can I try to buy the height specialist? Where's the... Bro, what? Oh, there it is, okay. Okay, collect weapons with the height specialist. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, already completed the quest. Find Sloane's missing things, right? So I think for that we can just go. Yeah, we can just go around here, and then next match we can go around there. So okay, let's take another example aside from the pizza restaurant. Let's say I opened a firm, right? It's called Chris Capital Partners. Chris Capital Partners CCP. Wait. Okay, no. I didn't mean CCP. No, wait, no. No, but like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that's okay. Bro, what? I just made that on the spot, bro. There's no way. Yo, what? It's not funny. I don't know. I keep laughing for it. Okay, and so let's say CCP. And what I mean CCP, I don't mean like CCP. I mean like Chris Capital Partners, right? And let's say I want to buy a business. So I raise 20 million from a pension fund, 15 million from a university endowment, and I don't know, 10 million from a family office, right? And okay, what? No, open it. Yeah. 5 million from just like wealthy individuals. So in total, if you add all that up, 20 plus 15, 35, 35 plus 10, 45, 45 plus 5, 50. So $50 million is in the fund. So does that mean, so let me quiz you guys real quick, right? Does that mean what is that? What? Powers your back? Oh, I guess. So does that mean I immediately wired 50 million to my bank account? No, that's not what you do. So then after you get the 50 million in commitments, what you do is something called a capital commitment. So remember, capital, like the whole definition of capital is any money that you use to invest to grow your money. That's just essentially capital, right? So I'm gonna explain something called capital calls. Um, so let's say, so think of capital calls like a credit card limit, right? Just because you have a 10,000 limit doesn't mean you spend $10,000. So the LP, these are called LPs right here. LPs stands for limited partners, and they essentially are your friends for the pizza restaurant. They give you money, and the GPs manage everything. Bro, where are the people, bro? Oh, right there. Okay. So like LPs, right? So they promise the money, and when they promise you something, you usually usually have a document. It's not like over the counter type of thing. It's not like that. You have like a solid document saying, hey, this is this and that. We're gonna give you this much for that. right? So then, when you find, as let's say, a deal after the LPs promise you, then you essentially, um, okay, that should not work. Then you essentially do something called the capital. That's why it's called capital calls. You essentially call for the capital to be deployed from the LPs. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. So now, from your perspective, right, whoever's watching, let's say if someone handed you... Oh wait, hold up. Okay, perfect, yeah. I haven't faced anyone really good in this game. Yet. So let's say if someone handed you $100 million tomorrow, what businesses would you buy? Now, from the private equity education, the concepts aside, I named examples of car washes, nail salons, right? Very local, small businesses, right? So essentially, that's what capital calls are. But let me now explain something that's in much more importance of something called management fees. So obviously, when you I don't know where I should go. Let me just go over here. No. I want to like run up and then do it so I can go much further. So like running a private equity firm isn't a small job. It's a whole job, you know what I'm saying? Just cuz I make it sound very simple just because it's not, because if I make it sound like harder with like more complicated a vocab, then it sounds much more complicated than it needs to be, but it really isn't, right? But in reality, it's a lot of work. You have to, find buildings, talk to the owners, and talk to multiple owners because one owner might not want to sell or whatever, right? But running a whole firm takes a lot of time and energy because you need to have your own employees for your firm, right? You need to have lawyers. You need to travel, right, to like on-site due diligence, even research. Like obviously, like, I'll give you a quick example, right? If you want to research, you have to look at different research not research projects, research papers, right? You have to have you don't have to, but it's just better to have an office, right? So that's why management fee. Oh my god, I thought it was a person right there. That's why management fees have to exist because meanwhile you manage the business, you also have to like support these other things. So you're not gonna charge them like a massive fee. So this I'm going so now from management fees, you get something called a carried interest. So now this is where like it gets really interesting because I think I told you. Oh, what's this? Something called carried interest. So now, let's say investors make $100 million, right? Essentially, what carried interest is that the PE firm gets to keep a percentage of the profits. So, and this is really like a huge thing in like actual PE firms, like mega funds. But there's 5 people left in the game. Oh Is he white? I think I'm pretty sure he's white. Yeah, he's white. He just left. He's trying to leave. He's trying to dip. Oh, bro, no way. What? Wait, where was he? Wait, why would he attack me if he's low? He was literally white. Wait, hold on. There's still 5 players in the game, though. Maybe he was like a... Yeah, I don't think he was a real player. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Level 60... 62, okay, that's good. That's good. Return back to lobby. So now... You might be wondering, Chris, why would you have carried interest? Isn't that just like less money for the investors? And that is true. That is true. But you see, in private equity, and this is where I learned a lot of things too. But it's essentially the management structures, the management people, right? They're gonna get incentivized to essentially manage the business well. Because think about it. You have you're in a mega fund, right? Then the people who work, who are in the private equity firm buying the business, you essentially have no incentivization to actually make the business better. Because in a mega fund, you have so many other businesses to go by, right? Wait, is that mongrel? No way. Bro, mongrels used to be like, in like 2020, right? I think it was chapter 2, season 4 for Fortnite. Mongrel used to be like genuinely the GO, bro. He used to get like, he's like a Fortnite pro. Now I'm not too sure. I don't follow Fortnite championships very much. But anyways, like Blackstone, KKR, Apollo, Carlisle, right? They all need to essentially have weight to get incentivized, right? To get motivated to actually make the business better. Now, carried interest makes it possible because you're getting a percentage of the profits, and what is it called? After all of this, the whole, after all of, even after selling and everything, after getting the money from LPs, the fund cycle, like the private equity fund, isn't forever, right? So the typical life cycle would be, I don't know, you would raise the fund, find deals, improve companies, sell companies, and return money, and raise the next fund. Essentially, funds can be like, what is it called? Funds can be separated into many different ways. One of the main ways is to separate it by risk level. Oh, I like that one more. Where are the people, bro? Yo, this is not good. This pistol's pretty bad, bro. I mean, I'm getting a gold, so I ain't complaining. How much? 35? That's pretty good. Oh, he hid. Oh shoot! No, man! Dude, oh dang it. Okay, come play again. So let's talk about, I want to create a case study for you. So let's say you're in CCP, or no, okay, never mind. Let's say you're in CCP, right? And you have a fund, let's name it the HVAC fund. So you're raising $75 million for the HVAC fund, and your whole strategy is to buy um, HVAC companies across Nevada and Arizona. So you tell investors, hey, I don't know, I'll own them for 5 years, improve operations and sell them. Obviously, you're not gonna only tell them, you're not gonna only tell, hey, I'll just improve them. I'll just improve the companies. You're gonna say, hey, here's my plan to do this. Here's what's missing in many of these companies, and here's how I'm gonna create value so you can get money back. Because you need to do your actual homework / due diligence, right? In all these different things. Wait, is this like a sniper? I want to test it out real quick. Bro, what? No, this is so bad. Yeah, that's so much better than... I need a better shotgun too. I'll take both, yeah. Bro, go. Hold up. How much? Okay, I'll have to tell my friend that I can only come after some time. Cause I have to like record this. Okay, bro, where is he going? Bro, a combat? No way, that's pretty good. I don't know what these things are, honestly. These quack snacks. I guess they heal you, but that's it. Yeah, I'll take that. No, that's fine, I'll take that. Bro, where are they, bro? I'm low, bro. I'm hella low. Where is he? Where? What? I guess. Okay, increase level at least. Let's play one more match. So let's say I don't know, let's say you're investing your own money, right? Let's say you're an LP. Oh, you know what's so funny? A few weeks ago, I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I actually met an LP. I was seeing he worked in tech for a bit and he worked in finance for a bit, right? So he worked the finance role in a tech job in like really established companies, like really established companies. And I was like, oh, actually, that's pretty cool. And then I asked him about, his, what is it called? If I asked him if he did private equity before, and he's like, yeah, he's a current LP. He just invested like, I think 3 months ago. 3 months ago, as an LP. So, I asked him, hey, what do you look for as an LP, right? If you're getting into private equity, first thing that he said was just the due diligence that the people do right away, right? Because that's essentially doing your homework. I mean, if you're not doing your homework correctly, then nobody's gonna. Where is he? This is not a good. Yeah. Yeah, I like that more. So yeah, like what questions would you ask if, let's say, you have $5 million and you're giving it to a person? You would ask a lot of different questions. You would ask, hey, how do you make this better? Hey, how are you going to secure the money? Hey, what business are you going to buy? Hey, what's the risk level, right? Because each investor has their own risk level. Yeah, I have a concept on this. I talk about this a bunch. Oh, that's good. Okay, my aim is so trash, bro. Bro, what? Bro, whoa, calm down, buddy. Calm down. What? Oh, it's good, it's good. I just need to heal. Heal up a lot. Yo, hold up. What is that? Wait, these Quake snacks are looking good, bro. Oh, that's much better. Mucho better. Mucho. I think it's mucho mejor, right? Oh no, I forgot Spanish. Wait, isn't that much better? Yeah. There's 4 people left. Oh, I guess, bro. Where's everybody? There's 3 people left now. Yeah, I was about to say one's gonna be hiding up there. Oh, I'm lucky dead though. Cause yeah. Come on! Oh, come on, man. Those pistols are kind of good. Kind of. Okay, let's go back to lobby. I think I might end the episode here. This is a shorter episode. This is only 30 minutes long, unlike the other ones which are like 55 or whatever minutes long. But yeah, I mean, before a PE firm Before a PE firm can buy a company, improve it, or sell it, it first has to earn the trust of the investors. And that's really what a fund, if you think about it, that's really what a fund is, right? It's essentially a proof of trust in a monetary way that some other people would give to you. And essentially a fund would, pool all that capital behind the GPs that they believe and essentially like grow the business and generate, strong returns. So yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys learned where the money comes from with the whole GP and LP method, or not methods, but like relations, right? And yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a great day.